everybody. Hello. It's been way too long. Hello. I'm Lauren, and this is a video. I forgot how I do my intros, but what's going on? Yes, it is a video by me. Hello, I am back. I said that I would do a video in November about Thanksgiving and or Friendsgiving, but something happened that I'm very annoyed by. If you guys have been living under a rock, then you probably don't know about COVID-19, the virus. It is the virus that has been going around since January and February. If I had to give my best guess, like if you're in America, it's probably been going around since like February-ish. That's when my school shut down, but I don't know about anybody else's. Anyways, yes, been way too long. Hello. But anyways, back to what I was saying before. I have been sick. I'm very sorry about that. And this video is kind of about, like what my experience with COVID was, because that's what I was sick with. My mom got it, and then I got it. Well, the rest of my family got it, and then I got it. And that sucks. But that is life, you know. Just sometimes bad things happen, and you don't really know why. But yeah, here we are. Also, I just realized, I forgot. Yeah, this is my bedroom, because I am back from school. I am very happy to be back, but it's been a while. So, my reaction is not as genuine as it was when I first got here. But yes, this is my room. And the lighting is absolutely terrible, so my eyes probably look like really dark. And like the rest of my body probably looks really dark in the room. I can kind of see in the camera. The room is like very light. I don't want it to be. I want me to be light, the rest of the room to be dark. But here we are. Also, if you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. It's literally free, and if you end up not enjoying some other video of mine, you can always unsubscribe. Thanks, let's get into the video. The first question I think a lot of people would ask once you've had COVID is like, how and why did you get it? Even if you're being like so cautious about everything, how did you get it? Well, I personally got it from my mom / my family, because, well, okay, this is my theory, but the thing about my family is we're pretty cautious people when it comes to things like this. So we were wearing masks. Let me get that straight. We're in a red zone right now. Like my hometown was in a red zone. Basically, like if you guys know how bad New York was, that's how bad my hometown is right now. So basically, we were wearing masks, and yeah, we had to. Like, we were wearing masks as much as possible. We weren't like out gallivanting around with like friends or anything. And when we were hanging out with friends, we were usually wearing masks unless like everybody like generally felt fine, and like you know, we weren't like exposed, and we were wearing masks in like public places, right? So we were being very careful in this day and age. However, my theory is my mom probably, because she was the first one to show symptoms. I think, I'm throwing my mom under the bus, but I think she was the one who gave it to all of us because she was the first one to have symptoms. My mom, I think what happened was she probably touched like a surface or something in like a grocery store or like any other place, and then she went home and like touched her face without washing her hands or anything, which is a common mistake, and I don't really like blame her for it, but I think that's what happened if I had to give my best guess. And I'm not saying that masks are useless, by the way. I think I was really I didn't really know how to like say this to you guys, but like even though we were wearing masks, like something could get through, you know, like something, she could have touched something and like touched her eyes or her nose or any other part of her body, and you know, the virus could have gotten in. It just happens. And masks are not useless, so please don't like give up on masks. That's not what I'm saying. Masks are very useful. So yeah, use a mask. Please do not like throw away your mask. That's what I'm saying. Even though she got it wearing a mask, it doesn't matter. Just wear your masks, please. And I guess the next question probably would be, when did I get it? I got it the Wednesday or Thursday after Thanksgiving, whenever that is. That's what I remember telling the doctor on the phone. We had to like call the doctor after my positive results came in. We had to call the doctor and tell the doctor what like she had to tell. Sorry, the doctor had to tell us when our isolation is up and when we like once we don't have any symptoms and our isolation period is up, the 10 days, then we can like, you know, go out and do stuff again. Yeah, so it was the Wednesday or Thursday after Thanksgiving is when I started showing symptoms, and my first symptom was really minor. It was like a sore throat, but more of that later. My mom actually started showing symptoms like 2 days before me. 3 days actually, I think is 3 days is when she's really started to like actually show like the first symptom, minor symptoms, not like anything huge. And then my dad, my sister, and my brother all started showing symptoms like a day or two after her, and we were like freaking out. We're like, oh my god, this probably is COVID, because everybody because that's when my mom started to get really sick. She had the worst, by the way, and the 3 other people in my family, probably they got it a couple of days after, and their symptoms weren't as bad, and I don't even think mine definitely weren't as bad, but it was still like, you know, it still kind of sucked. I think the third question then would be, how long did I have it? I had it for, if I had to take a good guess of like how long I actually had it, it would be like a week and a half to 2 weeks at the very most. And that's just kind of an estimate. And this is when the estimate is like from when symptoms were like really bad, like from when they first started to like when they were bad. And now you guys are probably wondering, what symptoms did I actually have? Well, I first had a sore throat. That was my very first symptom. That's the very first day that I ever had symptoms, which was Wednesday or Thursday after Thanksgiving. And it was just kind of like a minor sore throat. I thought nothing of it. I felt pretty good. Like the first day of a cold, like you really don't feel that bad. At least for me, I don't know how colds are for other people, it varies, but for me, like the first day of a cold, I don't really feel anything. It's just kind of like anything different. It's like a sore throat or like runny nose, and then I just kind of like go on with business. Nothing really like out of the ordinary. It was just kind of like a sore throat. I made cookies that day, like Christmas cookies. I was feeling good. I was feeling really good. And I just went on with business as normal. Then the other symptoms came in, and I wrote them down because I had a lot of them. Basically every single symptom of the virus, which sucks. I had like minor chills and like a minor fever, like not too bad. And then I had shortness of breath, sore throat that I was talking about, fatigue, body aches, which were minor, headaches, which were also minor. I had a runny nose, and then I finally, like kind of towards the end, like halfway through, I had the loss of smell, the dreaded loss of smell, and I didn't think that was such a weird sensation. The shortness of breath and fatigue were definitely the worst. Like, I don't think it was awful. Like, let me tell you, like, it was actually so awful. Like, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Like, some days I couldn't even get out of bed. I was fighting to get out of bed. I would wake up and I'd feel exhausted, and then I would get out of my bed and I would have to sit right back down because I was so tired. And then I would go to the bathroom, which is not actually that far out of my room, and I would be so tired. And I would walk downstairs, which I do that trip like 4 or 5 times, and like in a day, and it would exhaust me. Like, I would either have to spend the day upstairs or downstairs. I would have to pick because I could not stand going up and down the stairs. I was so tired every single time. So again, I would not wish this like pain and fatigue on my worst enemy. It is so bad. And I'm not trying to like make it sound worse than the people who are hospitalized for this. Holy crap. No, because they definitely have it worse. And I couldn't imagine that. I'm very thankful that I didn't have to be hospitalized, or any of my family members for that matter. But this is, you know, it's still like, it still sucks. Yeah, and it was awful. Like, just kind of like having shortness of breath and fatigue for like 2 whole weeks. It was just awful. And I guess you guys are probably wondering about like, there's like this like study that came out or something that was like long-term effects on COVID. And yes, actually I do have long-term effects. Which ones do I still have? The worst ones. I have the shortness of breath and fatigue. Woohoo! A little bit of congestion still. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I still have the worst symptoms, the shortness of breath and fatigue. It still is like hard to like go up and down the stairs, and I feel so lazy, like, you know, staying in my bed or like staying on the couch all day, but I'm just so tired, and I can't like stand up for a long period of time. I can't, like, I thought it was just like me having like low blood pressure, but nope, it's definitely the shortness of breath and fatigue from COVID. It's still there. The long-term effects are still happening. The loss of smell, which I'll kind of talk about a little bit, because I know people are probably wondering who haven't had it, what it's like. It's, like I said before, it's a very odd sensation. Not being able to like smell, like the smell of my house, candles, like scented like lotions and chapsticks, couldn't smell that. It was very weird. Like, not being able to like smell food. Oh my god, that was so awful. It was like, my mom would make like these, you know, delicious dishes that you know, I couldn't wait to smell when I got back home, and I couldn't smell anything for those couple weeks. It was awful. And I just regained my full sense of smell, I would say like 5 or 6 days ago, like fully. So yeah, it's not too good. What else? I think those are the only long-term effects, but but yeah, like I said before, I cannot stand for like more than like 5 minutes. Otherwise I will get very tired still. And it's the 26th. It's the 26th of December, and I still cannot stand for like more than 5 minutes, and I will get very dizzy. Like, we were making Christmas cookies, my sister and I, and I was like, I need to sit down and mix this. Like, I can't like mix this dough. Yeah, it sucks, but it's okay. I'll get through it. I guess the last thing that I kind of wanted to include in this video is kind of like a what did we learn, and some concluding thoughts to wrap it up. The first thing I want to stress a lot is please, for God's sake, wear your mask. Oh my god, I cannot stress this enough. That I've seen so many people without their masks, and guys, we're in a pandemic. Like, you can't just not wear your mask. Like, it is government regulations, not like your own regulations. This is government stuff, guys. Like, you can't just not wear your mask. Like, please wear your mask. I'm begging you. We need it, guys. Like, just this last, like, you know, like 6 months or so, just like wearing your mask. Like, they have found a vaccine, so all you need to do is this last final stretch, just wear your mask, please, so then nobody else has to get sick, because you're infecting others even if you're asymptomatic. So wear your mask, even if it doesn't seem like it's helping. It is. But also with that, wash your hand and use hand sanitizer. This is all like obvious stuff, but again, I don't see enough people doing this stuff, and it needs to be stressed. And also, I kind of learned that there are varying degrees of like severeness of this virus that people get in like symptoms within families. I thought like a lot of families, like if they're generally in like the same, like, I don't know, like how to say it, like health standards, I thought like it should be pretty much like fine. For our family, I thought we would all be asymptomatic. I thought my dad might get some symptoms, just because he's a little bit older, but I thought like at my age, I'm 18, I thought at my age I would get like minor symptoms to like no symptoms, and I got pretty much all the symptoms, and it was pretty severe. Not as severe as like other people who've been like hospitalized, but definitely freaking severe. So I thought that I would be asymptomatic, but it just shows like you're like, even if you're healthy, you aren't immune. And I hate when people are like, oh, I'm gonna be immune because I'm like 17 or 18 or 19 or whatever, like I'm in that range and I'm gonna be immune. No, you're not. Like, I'm healthy. I'm a healthy young adult that got this virus, and it just shows. And I got like some pretty bad symptoms too. So don't say you're immune, and don't wait, hold on. Wear your mask, basically, even if you think you're immune, because you're not. It just goes to show. And then I kind of brought you guys down with this video, so I'm going to end it with some good news, kind of wrap it all up with some good news. Like I said before, there is a vaccine. There's actually 2 of them, if I remember correctly. There's 2 like good vaccines out there. I think 2 that were approved by the FDA, and they're approved and in use, so that's exciting. Actually today my mom was having a little get-together. It's okay, it was safe, trust me. It was good, and for one of her friend's birthdays, and her friend is a healthcare worker, and she said that she will be getting the vaccine like any day now. So that is so exciting. Yeah, so that's unbelievable, and very, very exciting. So yeah, I mean, obviously like high risk and elderly people will be getting it first, probably, is my guess. I mean, healthcare workers for sure, and elderly people probably next. I think that's what like news has said. I don't really watch the news because there's too much politics on there. But what I have learned is that elderly people and healthcare workers are getting it first, and then probably like my age group, like the 18, like the young adults, kind of like older teens, will get it last. I think that's kind of obvious. Like, I don't know if they will change that, but like that's probably what it is right now. And if you guys think about it, it makes sense. Like, we're not gonna have like, unless you're like high risk, you're probably not gonna get it like you're not gonna be one of the first ones to get it, which is okay. I'd rather the high risk and elderly patients receive stuff first, and the healthcare workers, of course, too. They deserve it way more than like I do. So, but that's still great. That's still good though. It's still exciting though. It's very good. We're gonna get the vaccine, and please, oh my god, okay. Before I get too worked up, I just want to say, please get the vaccine. I just want to leave you guys with that. Even if you think that vaccines are evil or something like that, get the vaccine anyways, because trust me, you do not want to go through what I went through. It is way worse than, you know, being like fatigued, minorly fatigued for like a single day after, for like 12 hours. It's get the vaccine instead of, you know, getting the virus for 2 weeks. You will regret it. Like, you will actually regret not getting vaccine, because apparently what's going to happen is, I heard, this is all like speculation, I'm not confirming these, this is just what I've heard so far, is the government will probably, like, before you can like enter a store or something, or like go to a sporting event or something like that, the government will ask to like see your phone, and you will have to show them that you received the vaccine on your phone, or somehow, like, that's how it's going to return back to normal. So if you didn't receive the vaccine, your life will never go back to normal, while everyone else's life will go back to normal. So that's kind of what they're thinking about. So I've heard. So if you want your life to go back to normal, if you are sick of this virus, all of this stuff, please just get the vaccine. It's so worth it. But yeah, my hope, again, don't know, but my hope is that we will return back to normal by like hopefully beginning to end of summer. Like, that is my hope. If like trials are still good and they're like making more vaccines, and like, you know, and like these approved vaccines are like really doing well, maybe my wish will come true. I think, I don't know, like, I can't say I think that's what's gonna happen, because I don't actually know. But hopefully it will return back to normal very, very, very soon. Hopefully we can all go back to, you know, things that we missed, and, you know, like weddings that were postponed, and trips that were canceled, and like get-togethers that you've been wanting to have without masks, and, you know, being able to walk outside and not have somebody say like, hey, you need a mask. As a college student, it'll be really nice not having to go to class with a mask. And like, you know, being able to drink water during class. We weren't allowed to have like water bottles in our classrooms because we weren't allowed to take off our masks. So it'll be really nice to like actually go to class and like show everybody my face. Because it's really hard to get to know people with your masks on. But that is the hope. So hope you guys like my little exciting news at the end. Yeah, I think everybody kind of already knew about the vaccine, but that is exciting, so yay. And then yeah, that is pretty much all I have. I guess the last thing I want to say before I go is I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please like it and subscribe, because it really helps me out. Yeah, how did I end my videos before? It's been too long, way too long. Yeah, it's, yep. Okay, bye. I'll see you guys in the next video.